Rise and shine, friends, coming to the final and the most important part of the series types of numbers. Please don't ignore it, tighten up your pegs, be patient, and listen carefully. So, talking about rational numbers, any number that can be expressed as a fraction where the numerator and denominator are integers. Fraction means, when I talk about fraction, it means simply writing something in this form, that like 2 by 3. This is 2 divided by 3. Any number which can be expressed in this form is a rational number. Condition applied over here, which is not mentioned, I agree here, is that the denominator should never be 0. You guys must be knowing that the upper part is numerator and the part below is the denominator. So the condition here is that the denominator should never be 0. So rational numbers are the numbers which can be expressed in this form where the denominator should never be 0. Talking about irrational numbers, it is just opposite of the rational numbers that cannot be expressed as a fraction, like a numerator and denominator form. So examples are under root 2, cube root of 45, and so on and so forth. So these are all the examples of irrational numbers. These are just opposite of the rational numbers. Coming forward, talking about what are real numbers. Any number that exists in real world. All the numbers which we have studied in part 1 or talking about part 2 or above are all real numbers. So all the numbers contained in the world consists of real numbers, except talking about the imaginary numbers. So talking about what imaginary numbers are, any number that is a real number multiplied by the imaginary unit. What is the imaginary unit? This is this I which I have written. This basically is iota. You will study it in your further classes if you will took maths as your option. So the value of this I or iota is square root minus 1. You guys have studied till now all the numbers which come under square are positive, but this time it is negative. That is why we cannot further solve it. So its value is defined that it is called as iota or I, which is an imaginary number. So the examples can be these. We can substitute I by square root minus 1 as well in all these. This is one another a same thing. Okay, so coming forward to our last, complex numbers. Any number that is not a real number is a complex number. Complex number basically has both, like the real part and the imaginary part in it. Like talking about this example, 2 iota minus 3. In this, minus 3 is our real part, while 2 iota is imaginary part which we have discussed just above. So complex number is a mixture. It can be or cannot be as well. So in this, tell me what is the real part. It is 6, right? And what is the imaginary part? 3 iota. The number which is multiplied by iota, its coefficient is always be what? An imaginary part. And the one which is not with the iota is the real part. So this together makes a complex number. I hope you have understood, and do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel if you have learned anything new today. Thank you.